Welcome back. We're going to do another beginner guide. This time we're going to do it on upgrading your armor or weapons. It's the same for both, but I just pulled the Hector suit exoskeleton, so I figured I'm going to level it up anyways. Might as well take this time to go through how that leveling up process works and what you all need for it. So to start, we're going to need a couple different things. You're going to need the item that you're wanting to upgrade. You're going to need either to start out your cheap tools, standard tools, and advanced tools. And on top of that, it's going to be spare parts, standard spare parts, and advanced spare parts. The exact same that they kind of correlate in color. The other things you're going to need are going to be a pack of weapon components. Each one is a different color. It corresponds to the weapon and for the weapon parts, the weapon that you are upgrading. So if you're upgrading a green one, you'll need green. If blue, you need blue. Veteran, same with that, the purples, everything like that. All the way up to masterwork, you have two different versions. You have your pack of weapon components, which enables weapon recharge up to 20% of the maximum durability for it. Then you have your weapon component, which enables recharge up to 5% of your maximum durability. On the armor side of things, it's all the exact same. If you're upgrading a purple armor, you need to have a set of purple materials to recharge that. And you'll need pack of armor components, which same as the other ones, it enables armor recharge up to 20%. Otherwise, you have the armor component, enables armor recharge up to 5%. So what you need to do in order to upgrade it is you're going to go to the gentleman that is your repair guy. What they look like on the map is the little mechanic icon. You learn about him in your first little minutes of the game. But we'll click on him. Yes, I want to take a look at my gear, and you have two screens. You have your maintenance, which if you have something that needs to be repaired, for example, you would put this in, you can click repair, and that's done. But if you, at the top, you have another, for your modification, or you have another tab up here, the modification tab, you'll put in the gear that you want to upgrade. So your tools have certain areas that they work from, right? So cheap tools are allowed to improve gear stats from level 1 to 5. Your standard are 1 to 10, and your advanced are until level 15. But the best way to go about it is to start with your cheap tools first. You can leave the animation on you want, or you can skip it. I like to skip it just because it takes a while once it does actually ding that upgrade. So we're going to click upgrade, and we notice it's going to guarantee after 2 uses, we will guarantee a level. So we'll hit upgrade. We got our next one. So same thing. Now it's 0 of 3. The luck is ridiculous. 0 of 4. So now we notice it went up 1 out of 4. We're down 80%. Upgrade again. So every time it fails, our durability drops. We're guaranteed our upgrade. And it's a rinse and repeat. So once we hit 5, now we can no longer use these. So now we need to use our cheap parts. And we'll keep clicking that upgrade until we are happy with it. If you notice now it's grayed out, we no longer can click on it. We have to go back to our maintenance tab. And we have to, under max durability here, you'll select which ones as long as they're in your inventory. They have to be in your inventory for them to work, not your personal storage. You can select from which ones you want to do. So then you just click recharge. Then you go back and you keep working through that process. Rinse and repeat. And depending on how many pieces of your upgrade tools you have will depend on how far you want to take it. I personally will be using this suit, so I'm going to upgrade it as far as I can. I didn't mean to use those two. Oh well. My luck has ran out now. You don't always have to go to 100% on it, so do keep that in mind. So if we're at 17, we can bring it to there and use 4. Using that 5th one is not really worth that 3%. It's a waste of it, as I did it multiple times. So now I'm out of spare parts. I can technically use my advanced spare parts, but you want to save those. Do not use them. It'll allow you to if you want to, but don't waste them. These, when you get higher levels, it gets really difficult to come across these. You can get them from farming, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to pay money off the market for them. They get very expensive. They go for about 90,000, anywhere from about $75,000 to $90,000 a piece for one of them. The same thing with upgrading. So once you are as far as you can, or as far as you want to go, when you go back to maintenance, you'll make sure you recharge your gear. I'm going to go to about 87, and then make sure you hit that repair button, so that way your durability is full now. The other thing I want to bring up, and I think Creddy mentioned it in comments as well, I'll throw his comment is up, when I did my PvP, that I've spread my advanced tools and spare tools too far apart. And for anyone that has seen that, what he means is, if you look at some of my weapons here, so like my SIG is a +7, my Warren is a +9, my AK is a +12, my VSS is a +12. Any of them that are above that +10 are going to guarantee that you have to use advanced parts. In my Surge. So what that means is I'm spreading them too far across, where if I would have saved them and leveled up one gun completely to level 15, that way I guarantee I have a level 15 gun versus multiple that are under leveled. But it's just, I like switching up guns. That's how I chose to do it. You can play the way how you want to play. I just want to make sure you guys are aware that pick a weapon and kind of follow where you want to go with it to get to get that 15 quicker. It will benefit you, but at the end of the day, play how you want to play. The other thing to keep in mind is if we jump over to this guy here, and for example, my machine gun. So I'm following this tree, right? I have the Warren PKP, and it is a level, I think it's a level 11 now, or level 12, one of the two. Now that I'm going to take this gun, my Warren PKP, and turn it into the PKP Pensking, at some point when I get to that point, those levels will carry over. So whatever, even if you started here and leveled up your AKM to a level 12, your RPD will still be a level 12, your Warren PKP will be a level 12, and your PKP will still carry all of those levels. So you will not lose them. But you do want to plan your weapon route that you're wanting to, if you're going to start leveling some of them up. Make sure you're planning those levels so that way you're not at a Warren LA 86A1 and you're like, oh, I really don't like the Warren LA 86-1, but it's already a +10. Or then you're going to switch up to an AKM and follow this line instead. Because then you might not use this weapon anymore and you lost those upgrade points. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted a quick tutorial on how upgrading and maintaining your gear works. With the other thing with the durability of weapons, it took me way too long to figure this out. But if you go and look at your weapon, there is a overheat after 46 shots of continuous fire on my particular weapon. Once your durability gets so low, I don't know if it's that 30%, 20% mark, or even higher than that, this number will start declining, meaning as you're shooting it overheats, it takes a second, and your guy ends up pulling the bolt back, and you have to wait. So making sure you're keeping your guns fully at 100% or as much as you can anytime you go out before you go farming, again, things like that. Repair your gear, just so you don't run into any issues with them. But I think for it, that's about now, guys. We're almost at 500 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's huge. I appreciate the support. I say it every video, and I'll say it till I die. I can't thank you guys enough. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.